Well, in 18.3, we're gonna dig into function operations a little bit more, and we're hopefully some familiar ground here. When we see f of g of x, and we don't have a number in there, we're not plugging in a number, we're plugging in an equation. What equation? Well, this equation. We're taking g of x, the entire g of x equation, which is x minus 2. And we're going to plug it into, replace the x from the f function. F of x is equal to this, but f of something else means something else has to go in place of x. So the way I try to teach my students to do that is to take this equation. You're looking at f of something. Well, there's f of something, all right. It's 2 times that something squared, and x is just a variable that we use to say it's something that we don't know. And in parentheses, you can do the same thing. So 2 of something squared is the same thing as saying 2 of something squared. Okay, and here we're saying that the something is g of x. Okay, so I could put a g of x in there because that's taking the place of the x here. But I can also, since I know g of x is represented by this, I can put this inside. And so x minus 2, this is the way it should be written. And therefore, this is the the multiple choice version of that. It's very, you forget the parentheses or whatever. Yeah, I mean, there can be arguments for why the others might be useful, but this is the right one. And simplified form just simply means we're going to FOIL this thing, and then we're going to distribute the 2. So FOILing x minus 2 times x minus 2, which is what x minus 2 quantity squared means. So we're going to FOIL that, do the first, the outer, the inner, and then the last. That gives me an x. Oh, and by the way, there's that 2 out in front. Don't forget that. So I've got a 2, and then I've got the x squared. The outer and the inner are a minus 2x, and then another minus 2x. And the last is a plus 4. Okay, that becomes a minus. So if I step for step this thing here, I've got 2 times x squared minus 4x, which is what you get when you combine your like terms, plus 4. So distribute the 2, then we get a 2x squared minus 8x plus 8. When you look at this down here, just because it's not going to take too long, I'll let you show the correct solutions. You're plugging f into g, and so if we're taking this and plugging it in for this unknown, I again start out with parentheses minus 2. Well, there's your parentheses minus 2, and in the parentheses is your f function. Okay, you drop the parentheses. There's no difference between this and this. Take out the 2, and that makes sense. And this should look familiar and factorable. The difference is instead of factoring to this, it should be factored to conjugates. So really, that's the only difference. And the correct steps and solutions basically means that is your solution.